Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Acculturated prostitution is becoming more rampant. Now, for those who follow me a long time, y'all already know what I mean when I talk about acculturated prostitution, but always get some new people and everything. And acculturated prostitution is basically a socially accepted form of prostitution where a woman she doesn't take money straight away from a man. In fact, if a man offered her money straight away, she'll reject him. Sorry to tell that to the dudes who embrace tricking out there, but if you go up to an acculturated prostitute and say, "Hey, I'm gonna give you $500 just to sleep with you," she might call the police on you. She'll slap you or something. That being said, if you came up to that woman and say, "Oh yeah, you're a great person, want to go out with you. Y'all go out on a date or something," and she's like, "Yeah, she needs her rent paid, or she got some bills she gotta pay, or she wants that Coach bag at the store, or needs a car repaired, anything, and you pay for it." That's acculturated prostitution, because basically what it was happening is that the woman is basically using she's trading. She's a sex trader. She's using her sex appeal, your desire for sex from her, as a tool in order to make money. Well, not make money, but to get stuff done. But then because you're not giving her the money straight away, she can play it off like, "Oh, well, he's just being a provider and everything." Right? And that's becoming more rampant. That's becoming way more rampant, because what it is, see, one of the things, and I've always said this for money, because my main thing has always been developing your sex appeal, right? Developing your body and your style, your charisma, your masculinity, right? And that'll get the women. But I've also said, yeah, you definitely want to make money, but not as a tool of trade. Not as a transactional thing to use to get women. I say you need to make money so you can live the way you want to live. I've always been clear on that. So you can drive whatever car you want to drive. And if you need to get that car fixed, you can get that car fixed when you need to get that car fixed. Or, you can live in the apartment or buy the house or condo, whatever you want. You can eat what you want. That money is for you, And then only time the woman, if you decide you want to marry that woman, that's still your house, your car, everything. You just invited her into your boundary, but that's still your thing. And plus, guys should need to make money anyway, just to have some leverage, as much control over their lives as possible, right? But when you use it in a situation where you do pay a woman's bills, or you constantly buying her food, that's acculturated prostitution. Now, I've talked before, and other people have talked about how many women, they'll have you take her out to dinner. In fact, women are public with it. That's why I say it's socially acceptable. They public with it. "Oh, he should pay dinner," and all of that. And that's acculturated prostitution. In fact, I would even say I'm highly reluctant whenever I meet a woman and she talking about that bag or something. That's the first thought that come out of my mind. That's the first thought. If that first thing out of her mouth is, "Oh, I'm trying to get that bag," not that she trying to get a man of good character. And I really have an issue with that. I don't go in on women on this channel, but no, if a woman ain't talking about, well, she hooked up with him, they were compatible, he have a good character, this a good dude, shoot, I'm like, shoot, I'd give her a slight bow. I'd put my hands together, say, yeah, I respect that. I respect that. But when they say, "Oh, I want the bag and stuff," I'm like, damn, she an acculturated prostitute. Because when they say that, when the ones who say that, they just want you to pay the bills. Like I said, but if you think you're going to trick and you just going to hand them money, they ain't going to take it. Because the women who do that are usually, as the BGS call them, diesel type women. Those are sex workers. Those are working girls and stuff. And just as an aside, any man who deal with them, remember, I don't care how much that woman smile, I don't care what she do to you in bed, she don't respect you. And if it comes to a point, a guy with more money say, hey, drop that dude, she gonna do it in a second. I'm just telling you, that's the real game. But then acculturated prostitute, she, like I said, she's slick about it. And see, a lot of guys don't think that because, in this culture overall, Western culture overall is a trick culture anyway. And a money making, and really, really globally, women on some slick stuff. Like, there's a lot of dudes who think they can go overseas and the women are more cooperative. I'm like, okay, you want to really find out if they're cooperative, go over there and don't spend any money on them. That's when you find out if they really like you. But if you go over there and they like, well, I need this bill paid, this bill, and you just look at them like, oh, I don't really got it. And they still cool with you. Okay, you got a good one. But if they look at you, you say you ain't gonna pay it, and all of a sudden they ain't treating you the same way, they on some acculturated prostitution. That's big overseas. That's even bigger. In fact, I would say overseas, they shoot. You be careful about that. Overseas, be careful about that. Like I say, if you can meet a woman and she's more interested in your character and money ain't an issue, okay. This is just a legit relationship. But watch it. And, like I said, globally. So you definitely got to hear the ones here. Just difference is the ones in like much of Western culture, they'll just tell you straight up sometime, like, oh, you need to pay this. Or they'll try to call you broke. If they try to shame you or something, I'm like, no, I don't support the habit of acculturated prostitutes. Look them straight in the eye. I don't pay for transactional shit. Now, if you want to do that, fine. I'm just going to say that. If you want to do that anyway, you don't care, you cool with it. As long as you understand, okay, she don't really love me, but I don't care. I just want to bust a nut in her. Okay. Then you can go for it. But the whole point of me even talking about it, it's becoming more rampant. Because I'm looking at a lot of these women's groups on different social media saying stuff. And it just comes down to acculturated prostitution when they say, well, I need him to pay this and that. Or it could be acculturated prostitution when she got men in her friend zone who help her move her furniture and she don't give them anything. Because one thing with acculturated prostitution, it's not always sex. Sometimes it's a promise of sex. Sometimes it's the illusion it could be sex. Sometimes it could be, she just giving you a hug or something and, y'all work in the office or something and she'll let you hug her a little bit extra. Some women might let you rub them on their ass or something. Whatever it takes for you to spend your money. And that's becoming very rampant. And one of the problems why it's happening, because women ain't dumb. People want to call them dumb and stuff, but shoot, they got game. They got a lot of game. In fact, pimps will tell you, true pimps will tell you, the thing they do is they understand women got the game. They just turn it against them. So if a woman try that and it's like she's saying all that, be like, okay, all right. And the reason why they're able to play the men is too many men are purposely leading with their wallet. In fact, that's when you even got some guys, they even like preaching that. And I'm like, dude, you're going to get that guy messed up. They going to get that guy messed up. They're like, don't lead with that shit. Because if a woman want to get with you, she going to get with you. Because, why some dudes leading with that, ask yourself one simple question. Why are there some dudes getting it for free? You trying to be that dude getting it for free. Don't lead with that thing, because then that's what you want to deal with. And if you all right with dealing with that, okay, that's on you. I teach something different. I'm teaching something different. So that's where I'm going to go with it. But yeah, it's becoming more rampant. And really, a lot of people think it's becoming more rampant because of some changes in the economy and all that. No, women just becoming bolder with it. We could have a perfect economy, everybody making everybody, and there's some women still going to do it because for each woman, there's only a small percentage of men she'll have sex with for free. Any other man, if a man come in her face and she ain't feeling him like that, and he ain't offering something else for her, she's looking at it like, you know what? She could be making $100,000. She could be making $100,000 and stuff, but don't want to spend her money. Have him spend his. Think about that. So anyway, And anybody who doubt it, hey, look up sugar babies. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.